Okay, introducing on my show now. It's a pleasure to interview, have a band member from Little Jukes on my radio show, and I'm talking to Alex. Nice to have you with me. Thanks for joining me today. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having us. Yeah,
Great.
it's
Where are
Monday's done.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, where are you situated right now?
S- So at the moment, I'm in the Midlands, in Sedgley.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the Little Jukes, can you just tell me and my listeners a little bit about yourself and your band and how you met and got together and come up with the band's name and so on?
Yeah, so originally it started out as just me, and I went under my own name, and then over the years, we different people came and went, and then we got to a point where it was the lineup that we really enjoyed working together and writing and recording, and sat down with the guys and said, look, I'd really like to sort of be a band if that's what you'd like to do. And everyone was like, yeah, that'd be great. Because I think it's really important, they're all putting the hard work in. It's a team effort, really. So then we said, yeah, let's go as a band. We recorded a bunch of tracks that we want to get out this year, which we're doing now. And we said, well, it'd be a great sort of time to sort of go as Little Duke. And the name came about really during lockdown. And we banded a few ideas around, and I was looking through some cards, and in my like Christmas and birthday cards, my nan always used to write to Nan's Little Duke because her maiden name was Duke. So, and then I just said, "How about Little Duke?" and it just stuck. So yeah,
Brilliant. So it seems like
yeah,
you've been together like since the pandemic. That's at least 5 years. How long in total would you say you've kind of like been as one unit?
yeah. It's probably. I mean, that's pretty scary when you say it's about 5 years. That's mad, that
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is.
So yeah, we got the drummer Tom. He sort of joined us towards the end of the pandemic. So we've probably been like a unit about four or 5 years really
Yeah,
now. Yeah. Yeah.
great. And was being a musician obviously always in your bones? Was you did you always have a desire to be on stage, and rock it out?
Yeah. I think I got into it a little bit late in life. I mean, I was always I love drawing and making things. So like I sort of took a path down like a creative path in that sense. But I've always been in and around it. My dad's always played guitar. He always used to have like little recording studios and setups in the attic. So I'd look always sort of watch him playing with his friends and things like that and recording tracks. So I guess it was always there, and the listening to music. I mean, we always had music on in the house. Um, and yeah, I sort of like the stage sort of thing. I did a bit of like some stage shows and things like that. And then it sort of like fizzled out a bit. And then I just started going to open mic nights and having a go and playing songs there really. And it snowballed. I got together a band with friends, and we did quite well with that band. And that's where it just came from nothing, I guess, really. Just watching friends in bands to having our own band, and then it sort of
Mm,
escalated. Yeah. So.
great. And the only way is up. You can only, develop and progress.
Well, this is true. Yeah, and we always feel like we everything we do now seems to be better than the last piece of work. So yeah, I think if you love it and you put the effort in, that's
Yeah.
what should happen, really.
Yeah, does pay off. Going to talk about some of your tracks shortly, but how would you personally describe like your sounds? Like the music and the lyrics that you're trying to compose. Would you say you're kind of influenced by some of the indie bands, from the 90s, 2000s, and so on?
Yeah, I think it's a real melting pot. Our sound is really. I mean, I grew up listening to like indie music and over top, and also like Bob Dylan, the Beatles, things like that. But then to modern day like artists like Bon Iver and things. Um, yeah, I love like blending styles and genres. I love like Uncle, the first album that Uncle released, and that was like a real mix of like beats and strings, acoustic sounds to like as you say the indie influence running through it, and I think that's really like sort of what shows through our music now, and
Mm.
I'm hoping that will show through the album as well.
That's great. And onto your new records, you released a track recently called "When the Sea Came to Tea."
Yeah.
That's a fun title for a song. What was the recording process like? Putting the song together to the length it took, and who you worked with in the studio.
Yeah, that's again that's a bit of a different track for like from some of the previous releases. Now I started learning piano in lockdown, and I never thought any of those tracks would make it to the album. And I played some of the like the really rough demos out to the band, and they were like, "We've got to do something with this." So it was like, right, okay. So it was a bit of a process in the fact of like I was trying to teach myself piano while recording, so it was quite a nerve-wracking thing to do in the studio because playing guitar I can do that and I can sing along with that, but playing piano and singing, it's been a bit of a that's been a bit of a strange process, that one, but enjoyable nonetheless because it's pushed me to do it and learn it. Um, so yeah, we got together the guys, played them the rough demo, and then it just seemed to come together in the studio, and it was sounding great. We recorded at RML Studios in Wolverhampton with Ryan Pinson, absolute genius, and we've all put our parts down. And because of work, some of us were in the studios and some of us were at work, and so it was like it was quite nice hearing bits that you hadn't heard before. And then we had Julianne Bourne come and put some strings on, so it started like really elevating the track then. And then we had a guy called Brian Corbett, and he played brass. And then when he laid the brass down, it just seemed to elevate it to like a track that I don't think any of us could really comprehend. And when we listen back to it now, it doesn't feel like it's us almost. It just feels, yeah, just for us, it's out of this world.
Yeah. And what's the experience like, when you listen to the original demo compared to like the final master when it's finally put together?
That track especially for me, I mean, I'm always quite critical on like my tracks and I think, oh, I could do that better or that could be a bit louder or I could use a different sound. But that is one track that I listen to it now and I'm like, wow, so proud of how it's come out. It sounds like a band that's gone to say Abbey Road and played with an orchestra.
Hmm.
It's just little old us in Wolverhampton. So
Yeah. Brilliant. And how is it received when you're doing like live music gigs? Is it always a crowd please, always goes down well?
yeah, I mean, we haven't played that one that many times. We've played it like probably 3 or 4 times now. It's quite funny because it's always a bit nerve-wracking playing new songs, especially songs if like it's a bit of a slower track maybe. But that one has gone down really well. A lot of people seem to connect with it, whether it's like through the words or the music, and they hear their own influences and they can take things for themselves and make it personal. So it's gone down really well. Been really chuffed for that one.
That's good to hear. And you also released a song called Down the Rabbit Hole. In
Yeah,
my notes here, the question is, do you find this one a personal, self-indulgent track from your catalogue?
that's a good question. It is a bit indulgent. Again, it's sort of me trying to display my piano skills that are relatively new. But also it's indulgent in the fact that it's taken a lot of our influences and merged them all together. Another track that we're dead proud of. We feel it stands out from other tracks in the fact that it's got its own identity. It's not quite indie, it's not quite dance, not quite orchestral. It's a bit of everything. Yeah, I think it's highly indulgent.
And one of your earlier tracks as well called No Illusion. Could that be a song about, getting to know and understand the reality of everyday life?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, knowing and understanding it, and it's almost like what are you going to do with your time here on Earth? I guess. You can sort of let things get you down, or you can just take it by the horns and get on with it. Really, that is all. Yeah, the underpinning message of it.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. And then on to this year as well. Are you playing any live music gigs, or any plans to do any intimate shows?
We've got a lot coming up. Yeah, we head out on tour this Saturday actually in Cheltenham, and then we're in Doncaster and Chelmsford. And we're doing London on the 19th of February, and we've got our massive hometown show in Wolverhampton on the 19th, 21st, sorry, of February. And then we've got some other dates in Leeds, Manchester, Norwich, Lichfield. Yeah, we're out and about
And
all over the place this year.
best for people to follow you like on social media just to kind of like see where you're at, town coming to a town near them.
Yeah, yeah. If you check out our socials, we've tried to keep it consistent. So we've gone with at Little Juke Music across X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. So just type in at Little Duke Music and then you should find us.
That's amazing. And do you find performing to a live audience exciting? You never know what to expect.
Yeah, we love it. I mean, we're so lucky with some of the shows that we've had the opportunity to play. And recently we've played some big stages and I used to get nervous, but now with the lineup that we have, we're also like comfortable with each other and what we're doing and how we play the songs. It's a thrill to get onto the stages and sort of play to new people and play new venues. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been great.
And if you had one message to say to your like fellow fans or followers or concert goers, what would that be?
Buy our album.
Sure.
um, yeah, check us out, give us a chance, and yeah, download the album.
Cool. And what's your opinions on like vinyl and cassettes making a comeback?
Yeah, well, we're actually getting some vinyl and cassettes made as well.
Mm.
They're on the way. We were hoping that they'll be ready and in time. But yeah, we the last release we did that was under my name, and we did a run of vinyl on. It was like recycled when they cut the vinyl, there's like lots of little chippings. So they just scraped all that up, and we just got a batch of 250 vinyls, and they're all different colours. And I thought that was amazing because it's good for the environment. Obviously, it's
Yeah,
recycling. Um, and I love having a physical copy and getting to like check the artwork out. So yeah, I'm all for it.
that's good. And a limited edition as well, so the customer can grab it while they can.
Yes, that's right. We are doing 100 marble vinyls, and then we're doing some more. The rest are going to be like a pale blue vinyl.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
nice. What's the
Yeah.
feeling like when you hear your song being played back on, like say the radio, or when someone tells you they have listened to your song or discovered you like on a playlist, like say like Amazon do like a Discover Monday every week.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing. Again, just getting the music out there is great in itself. But then when you hear other new people saying, "Oh, I've heard this track today," or "I've seen you live, and we really like what you're doing," that's amazing because that's somebody's taken that on and they haven't been told to like it by someone. They've done it for themselves, and making that connection with those people is it's really humbling. It's amazing for us, and that's why we do it really.
Also, any future set goals or further achievements you may like to fulfill, like say in the next 5 to 10 years, or is it a case of just enjoying the ride week by week, month by month, and seeing where the journey takes you?
I think it's all about enjoying the ride. Yeah, we love doing what we're doing to sort of, express ourselves and get our ideas down on, you know, in audio format. But we'd love to get to, play with some bigger bands, play some bigger festivals maybe. Um, do it full time. That'd be great, and make a living from it. That'd be nice.
That's so cool. And also me really to do really is thank you for your time to come on to chat to me on today's show. And I can play one of your songs right now. Should we go with When the Sea Came to Tea?
Let's do it. Yeah, go for that
Great.
one.
Great, Alex. Thanks very much for your time today. And then
Thanks for having me.
we'll catch you in a town coming near you soon.
Thanks very much, mate. Take care.
Nice one.